Welcome back to my channel. First, I want to say thank you so much for all my wonderful new subscribers. Without you, this really wouldn't be possible. So thank you so much, guys, for taking the time to subscribe to my new channel and leaving your comments and giving suggestions. Because honestly, guys, I really appreciate the suggestions and I take your suggestions to heart. And every time I do this, I try to do something to make things a little bit better. So thank you so much for your comments and for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed already, please, you see that red button below? Just press it and subscribe there. Also, don't forget to ring the bell for notifications for my new videos, which I do, by the way, every Wednesday and Friday. I'll have a video for you. So, without any more further ado, I would like to say also Happy Black History Month to everybody that's watching this. And just to celebrate Black History Month, I'm going to be doing this story. I'm going to be talking about, pardon me, story. I'm going to be talking about the movie Harriet. Harriet, what can I say? This is an amazing film, and it stars, and I'm sorry if I say it wrong, Cynthia Erivo. I think I said it right. This film is absolutely phenomenal, and I would suggest that you all take the time to see it if you haven't already. There's not much I could pick about on this film. I mean, the palettes are good, which is something I always like with films. You know, it really fits for what the story is trying to portray. The directing is good and the acting is phenomenal from all actors in this film. Absolutely phenomenal. The only thing that I would say I think I would pick on would be, unfortunately, in this film, it's a historical film, and I realize it's a Hollywood production. And then when you watch movies that are done in Hollywood, there's always, how do I say, liberties that are taken. So when we have films that are done in Hollywood, they always take liberties with the characters and with the story. So I think the story, for the most part, I mean, it is a movie, is I would say like 80% accurate in terms of what Harriet Tubman did in terms of helping free slaves. I think I think for the most part that part is accurate. But I think one of the things that I found rather bothering, and I also spoke to people that also found this bothering, is that they made it seem as though there was actually black slave catchers, which is not historically true, and is not something that was that went on during this time. Because if you were a black person and you were free, you lived in the North, and if you were not free, you were definitely not a slave catcher. You were a slave. So I think I found that very offensive that they put that in the movie to make it seem as though that there was other blacks chasing other blacks during this time. So that was something that I found rather bothersome about this film. As far as everything else, as I mentioned, the acting is wonderful. I think one of the things I really enjoyed about this film is actually probably not the film. I mean, the film was good. But what I think was really good about this film, though it was a really touchy, sad topic about obviously slavery and all the things that have happened as a result of this, and Harriet Tubman's story, I liked that they really managed to make humor out of a bad situation. I think there's a point where, and this is kind of a spoiler for people that haven't seen this movie, there's a point when every single time that she goes back to the hotel where there's the underground and real, I just say hotel for now, where the place where she was going to, where the free slaves were going to, there was a point where she would always go back to the guy there, and he would be surprised that every single time she made it back, A, alive, B, with different slaves that had run away from their masters. And I think because of that, the way they did that, it was really, it was funny. It made it funny. It gave a little bit of laughter in a otherwise sad story. So that was really good what they did there. Also, I think besides the actual movie, what is so wonderful about this is the music. The singing in this movie is amazing. And Cynthia Erivo, if I said her name right, she has the soundtrack to this movie, and all through the movie you hear bits and pieces of it. But if you haven't heard it and you haven't heard it in full, you could just go to YouTube and put in Stand Up. And man, her voice is electric. I mean, wow. I mean, I could just feel like she just sings it with all her heart and soul, and it is absolutely amazing. And to me, honestly, I'm not surprised that she was nominated for an Oscar. Too bad she didn't win, but I mean, her voice is absolutely amazing. And if nothing else, you should just definitely invest in this song because it is absolutely amazing to listen to. And her voice and this song, every time I hear it, I'm like, wow, just wow. I mean, and if you listen to the words, it just gives you inspiration, and you definitely want to, it gives you motivation. Sometimes when you may be down and you listen to something like this and you think about all the things that, people that were enslaved had to go through, so it kind of motivates you to want to do things and be better. And I mean, I know for myself that sometimes I feel down and I'm like, oh, life sucks. But then I think about what all these other, my ancestors had to go through to get to allow me to be where I am right now. So definitely, Harriet is a definite movie that you all should go and see if you haven't seen it. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I would definitely give it a 9. So go and see Harriet. It's really worth the watch. Thank you guys for taking the time to come to my channel and listen to me talk about my movies and my reviews. Like I said, I post every Wednesday and every Friday, twice a week for right now. Maybe I may post more, but for now it will be Wednesdays and Fridays. And I just want to thank you guys again for coming here and listening to me talk about my movie reviews and just my opinions. Anyway, that's it for me for now, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching. Bye for now.